This is me. This is my objective. Let's begin. As I awake from my slumber, something feels off, different, almost like I've been here before. In this moment, it truly feels like I've been here. What could be the cause of this uncanny feeling that I just can't seem to shake? Almost like deja vu. Oh, right, I remember now. I have been in this exact situation before, because this is my second playthrough. I've already been the Elden Lord. Let's go, baby. Call me Godfrey, because I'm here to reclaim the throne. Oh, we're gonna be messing up some fools today. I ain't joking around this time. Starting with this dude, Tree Sentinel. Already having the knowledge that the weapon that he drops isn't particularly good and that it would take a fair bit of time to whittle him down in the first place, you may then be wondering, Woolie, why didn't you just skip the Tree Sentinel like a normal person? Because he looked at me the wrong way and I didn't like it. It's personal now, bucko. Unfortunately for me, however, this was apparently also the Tree Sentinel's second playthrough because he somehow knew every single one of my moves and it took almost 2 hours to finally kill him. He was probably screen looking. What?
He's hacking. He's hacking. Oh, I missed. Oh! I just saw the victory. I just saw it. I just had the vision of victory, the VV. Not even close, baby! Not even close! For the bomb! Let's go! Aha! Boy, am I glad that's over. Intentionally pitting myself against an optional enemy while using a subpar loadout and paying the price by spending far longer than if I had simply came back later, more prepared. What a victory. Surely that's the only time that will happen. Regardless, after I felled my foe, I plundered his halberd and used it not even a single time. It was about the message. Next on the list was to go intimidate the local militia with my rather brazen stature and encountered this lovely feature where if you play on borderless full screen like a real gamer and have multiple monitors, you'll sometimes move your mouse off of the game and over to your other screens, leaving you unable to perform any actions in game until you figure out what's going on and which direction to move your cursor back. No! Stop! What just happened? Elden Ring, what are you doing? Yeah, pretty annoying, especially if you're in the heat of battle and what? What are you staring at? Seriously, what do you want? Oh, is it because I said mouse? As in keyboard and mouse in a FromSoft game? You're gosh darn right, I'm a keyboard and mouse gamer. Where you at, boys? KBM gang, rise up. All right, enough messing around. My first major goal is to grab an actually good weapon, one that I can use for the majority of my playthrough, and pump upgrades into like no tomorrow. And most importantly, grab a weapon that fits my playstyle. Now, on my first playthrough, my playstyle could be best described as a bit of unga and a bit of bunga. Big sword, big muscles, big damage. Spells? Nah. Buffs? Don't make me laugh. Bell summons? Well, yeah, I did use some Spirit Ashes. However, this time around, after thinking long and hard about the abundance of builds and overall possibilities that Elden Ring offers, I arrived at the painstakingly tough conclusion to do the same build. So it was off to Caled to grab an aptly named Greatsword, but not without a few hiccups along the way. Once I finally got my hands on the Greatsword, I felt the true strength, the ultimate power of the unga bunga flowing through my veins. And after about 3 fights, decided to go and grab the Grafted Blade Greatsword instead. On the way, I ran into a guy who took his cosplay a little too seriously, as well as meeting this little rat, Patches. All this dude does if you spare his life is try to kill you like 3 more times, then you have to do his laundry list of assassinating people for him because he's just that physically inept. So I just bypassed all of that and yoinked his loot instead. Thanks, Patches. No one's gonna miss you. I then ran into the single best piece of content that Elden Ring offers, the dungeons. That was the joke. The dungeons suck. There is so much variety, attention to detail, and simply life breathed into every single piece of content in this game, except for the dungeons. Reused assets like crazy, enemies, traps, bosses, heck, even the paths that you take to complete them. There are maybe 2 or 3 okay dungeons in the game. The rest are a complete waste of time. But back to the Grafted Blade. Gotta go on over to this here castle and crush this turret perchance. Go inside, run through some rabid dogs, harpies, and a pumpkin head, yes, that's literally his name, to reach my destination. Kill this dude in 1 hit and boom, weapon acquired. But, oh gosh, oh no, is that a dex requirement? So it's off to grab some quick and easy levels, the quickest and easiest of which for this point in the game come from this big old dragon. It just kind of sits there and lets you wail on it until it dies. Only thing being that it has a lot of HP. But hey, bleed exists. Thanks, % health damage, very cool. And while I was here, I remembered that one of the best talismans in the game was right behind me, so I snagged me some Radagon Sorceal action as well. After leveling up enough to actually use the sword in the first place, it was then time to find some smithing stones to upgrade it. Now, there are 2 types of smithing stones in Elden Ring, regular and somber. Regular stones are more plentiful in the world, but weapons that upgrade with regular stones require multiple of the same stone, whereas weapons that use somber only require a single one. Lucky for me, the grafted blade is a somber weapon, and due to my prior knowledge, I had a general idea of where to get each tier of stone. I started by visiting various mines, as I remembered finding a fair few smithing stones throughout their tunnels, but then remembered that my boy EG would just hook me up with every single somber stone up to tier 5 for a rather meager amount of runes. So it was off to Liurnia instead. And wow, would you look at that? This game is beautiful. Not just the textures, not just the resolution, the art direction, and by gosh, the lighting. Man, the lighting in Elden Ring really pulls everything together. There are a couple zones in particular, one of which being Liurnia, where whoever did the lighting here truly demonstrates their mastery, cause woo, that's a good looking game right there, partner. After the scenic pit stop, it was up this big cliff using this totally mandatory and definitely not bait jumping puzzle.
Take 2 of 2. Take 3. Take 4. Oh, yeah.
I didn't see the geyser. Okay. And after another quick pit stop to grab a very, very, very important half of a medallion. Foreshadowing. And after a couple speedrun strats,
All right, we can go right here. It looked like I would have lived that. Oh, it's right here. Let's go. All right. Wait, what? Can I jump to that? Well, we're finding out. Let's go. Who is this guy?
and after a few more turts being crushed, boom, what's up, EG? I'll take your entire stock, thank you, sir. In my first playthrough, I did the entire Ranni questline and used her Ronnie. In my first playthrough, I did the entire Ronnie questline and used her ending. I was pretty happy with that choice. Apparently, it's also like one of, if not the best ending canonically. So I went ahead and paid her a visit here just in case I wanted to take the same route again. Spoiler alert, I did not. And then, oops, we've got some bossing to do.
I'm pressing the wrong. No way, he's about to knock me off. That's what should have happened first phase, dude. This guy, you can't hit this. You can't hit this. You can't hit this, Godfrey. You can't hit this. That hits me from behind the tree. I'm done. I've never fallen off though, chat. Oh, shoot. That's it. That's it. Stream done, guys. Oh, no way. Oh, no way I died to this guy, right? I don't lose to a bird. 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 Not today. Not today!
Remember how I said my playstyle is unga bunga? Now, answer me this. What is the most unga bunga thing one could possibly do? If you answered, jump into the air and smack down your comically oversized weapon on top of the enemy so hard that they stagger backwards and lose half of their health, if not die outright while straight up ignoring any and all damage that they throw your way, then you'd be correct. Hello, Claw Talisman. I'll be taking your extra 10% jump attack damage now. Thank you very much. Time to go seek my vengeance on these stupid little birds. I think I may need to work on my jumping prowess a little bit here too. After Godric, it was time to go check on the best boss in the game, General Radahn. After totally, unequivocally, 100% for sure dodging everything and not getting hit a single time, I arrived at Radahn's castle only to find that the festival to fight him hasn't actually started yet. But in another twist, these two fellows were there to greet me instead. And oh, what's this? Yep, it's new weapon time again. Hello, EG, more stones, please. But you just came by not a few hours ago, took my entire stock and paid me to upgrade your weapon. What happened to that perfectly good sword that I labored over? Listen, EG, I don't have time to explain why you don't have time to explain, okay? Just more stones, please. Whatever you say. You guys like my EG voice, by the way? What better way to test my newfound beauty of a sword than to... Well, right, it needs... I don't think I can say it. Intelligence! Oh, gross! Disgusting! Which means it's back to some farming. I took a quick pit stop to Ohio and dispatched some of the big potheads, get it, in a rather, dare I say, expert fashion.
I did it!
I've never fallen off,
I
though,
did
chat.
it!
Oh, shoot.
I did it! You can't say I didn't do it! He is a hybrid, you... No! Yes! Hey, plus 1.842. You saw that. Just takes one jump attack.
Okay.
Wait, I need a shield, don't I? I don't want to press anything.
How do you block, chat? That's wrong. I did it. Let's go! Then took a couple more pit stops, one to a big moose and the other to a big dragon-looking dude, and voila! It's Ruin's greatsword time, boys. The first test was on this magma worm who was conveniently just around the corner. Boom, that's an easy one-shot right there if I've ever seen one. Then it was time to take the big lift, take another quick moment to admire the game's scenery. Seriously, tell me one other game on the market that consistently looks this good. And eventually run into my good friend, Mr. Tree Sentinel. Or rather, Mr. Tree Sentinel's two twin brothers. It doesn't matter because we one-shot him. Really is that simple. Then, ever so faintly, the wind carried an all-familiar tune to my ears. Ohio was calling my name again. So off I went again to see if the big man himself was ready for me. Turns out he was. Real talk here for a second. FromSoft really nerfed this guy. When I fought him for the first time, it felt like waging an entire war versus one singular dude. This time around, yeah, it had the same scale, sure, but the fight itself was practically over in a heartbeat. I remembered having to evade attack after attack after attack after attack, getting heavily punished for even the slightest of mistakes, and then watching my companions, yeah, use the summons, it's just coolly that way, okay? Die as soon as they took a single hit. This time, I just kind of strolled up, waited for him to engage someone else, went in for a swing or two, and he was phased in like 4 attacks. What happened to my boy? Truly a shame. Regardless, Radon fell after a valiant attempt, and I acquired his drip. Next on the menu, Melania. No, I'm just kidding. It's Melania's house, guarded by her trusty servant, Elmo, or something like that. I don't know. Just go watch a Vadi Vidya video.
This is Elma, the bell-bearing hunter.
Oh, he has a freaking magical sword? He has a magical sword. No, not again. Ah! I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. That's a posture. That's a posture. Is that easy? Is that easy? Move! Get him out of here. Then it was back on to the underground to set fire to the roof in the underground. I got you again. It's actually an ice dragon. I said ice to the roof in the under. It really doesn't sound the same. Then, I'm gonna be honest, I just kind of hopped around all over the game. Are you ready? Killed the falling star beast, definitely on the first try too. Killed another magma worm that I thought would be worth my time. It wasn't. Got baited by a smithing stone. Killed the Pillsbury Doughboy. Found the actual smithing stone. Found this cool looking weapon. Wait, what's it called again? The serpent hunter? I wonder why it's called that. Oh, killed the big snake. Hey, yo, what the girl doing? More smithing stone. Killed anorexic Doughboy. Wolfie. I hate wolves. Hey, it's this guy again. Hey, it's this guy again. Hey, it's this guy again. Hold up, did I really just die to Margit? Nah, it's okay. He's dead for real this time. Got farted on. I mean, hey, it's this guy again. The loathsome dung eater. The
berserk booty bomb banqueter. The garish guano gobbler. Infamous icky slicky ingester. The horrible poo slurper.
Slaughtered a bunch of beta magic cucks. Went undefeated in PvP, but actually though. Was this guy a bush, by the way? You sneaky little. Was reminded of my maidenlessness. Found this cool looking place, yoinked a +10 stone and maxed out my weapon. Found out that it was Morgan time, baby. Killed him on the first try, definitely. Found these two dudes underground. Killed his distant relative of Mr. Tree Sentinel. That looked good. That looked good. This room has more detail than the entirety of Horizon Forbidden West. Killed Piss Free. Went back to kill Fake Mog for some reason. Absolutely, definitely, for real, killed Margit. Hit him with the Dr. D real quick. Hit him with the Dr. D, baby! Hit him with the Dr. D! Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Found the other half of Melania's medallion. Oh, no. I lost my horse. I lost my loot. I demonstrated my platforming expertise. I've never fallen off, though, chat. Oh, shoot. That one made it. I've never fallen off though, chat. I found my horse and killed the guy who stole it, and then I found her. It's time. Melania. We're searching for a new toy, but when the sky falls, I'll be right here waiting.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I have never known defeat.
I'll be right here waiting. I didn't block.
Malenia. Before we go on, I want you to take a guess here. How many attempts do you think it took me to take Malenia down? I'll give you a few seconds. Seriously, take a guess. You ready? 3, 1, 5. In the opposite order. That's right. After 15 hours and 513 attempts, I finally killed Malenia, Blade of Miquella. This fight is nuts. There is no other word for it. No other boss in Elden Ring even comes close to the difficulty of Malenia. There is no luck in beating her whatsoever. You need to, at the bare minimum, understand each and every single one of her attack patterns and abilities, of which she has about 15, to the point where you do not hesitate for even a moment on when or when not to press your dodge key or press your attack key. Otherwise, you will instantly be punished and likely lose the fight outright. Make no mistake, Malenia is the ultimate challenge in Elden Ring. The final boss, Gauntlet, is a literal joke by comparison. But you likely already knew all of that. If you've played the game especially, you know how nutty Malenia is. But if you haven't played it, or if you don't know who she is, here's the gist. Every single attack that she does has a gap closer. On top of that, she's lightning fast. In fact, she's the fastest boss in the game. The amount of downtime between her attacks is pretty much non-existent. Every time she hits you, she'll chunk you for anywhere from a quarter to half of your health. She has a literal one-shot ability, 2 of them actually, 1 per phase. And if all of that wasn't enough, she heals when she damages you. Wait, no, that's not even right. She heals when she hits you. Even if you pull out a massive shield that absorbs literally 100% physical damage, even if your health bar does not go down at all, if she hits your character model, she will heal. Oh, and by the way, she has 2 health bars. Most bosses that have multiple phases transition where their health gets to a certain threshold, which is usually 50%. Malenia does it at 0%. That's right, you gotta take both of them health bars out, boy. Luckily, she does miss a tiny bit of health when phase 2 starts, but remember, if she hits you even a single time, bam, it goes right on up to full again. So to recap, super fast, super agile, super high damage, healing on hit, and 2 phases. To say that she tested my patience would be an understatement. Actually, that's just a plain lie, because I lost my patience many a time during those 15 hours. Now, I know what you're thinking. So here's me to tell you why I did it the way that I did it.
So for YouTube's sake here, hey, I totally, because I know people are going to leave comments. Cool. I know people are going to leave comments. Yo, this guy did freaking Ruin's Greatsword, Golden Shield, Radahn's Armor. You went freaking stupid talismans. Where's the buffs, bro? Gamer. Where's your aromatics? Where's your spell buffs? Where's your blah, blah, blah? I didn't want to do it. Where's your summon? I didn't even summon either, dude. I didn't even summon. Two-handed melee, specifically like jump attack build with no buffs, no summon, no nothing. That's not easy, bro. I mean, it took me 15 freaking hours, man. Holy, I mean, a lot of that was tilt. Let's be honest, a lot of that was tilt. I mean, you guys saw. Think about playing League of Legends or something when you're queuing up for ranked, you just lose over and over and you get tilted and then you're just freaking done, you know? Same idea here. This is the most tilting boss.
After Malenia, that was pretty much it, honestly. I just kind of bum rushed the rest of the game over the next 2.5 hours and called it a day. Fire Giant, Trigo Bye-Bye, Godskin Duo, Malekith, first try by the way, Dragon Lord Placidio, which I didn't actually fight on my first playthrough, and man, does this boss look freaking sick. I died to Gideon Ofnir more times than I died to Godskin Duo and Malekith combined. That's not a joke. I don't want to talk about it. Then whipped the final gauntlet of bosses into shape and became yet again the Elden Lord. And that's it. 10 out of 10 game. Absolutely deserves Game of the Year. And if you haven't played it yet, go play it. Just do it. Trust me. If any of this entertained you, you can check out my stream at twitch.tv/Woolie Gaming. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. And take some Malenia action here on your way out.
Ruin's Greatsword. Let's go. What you know about trading, huh? What you know about trading? Let's go. Call me the Silk Road, baby. Let's go. Okay, we missed the crit. That's great. I knew that was gonna happen. Greed is good. Greed is good. Greed is good. Why did I attack again? I did not do that. Input queuing. Shoot, man. Yes, there we go. Oh, where's the stagger, man? Oh, yes! Let's go, baby! Let's freaking go! Let's go! Yes, dude! Oh!
Clapping.
Let's go! Yo, don't forget the gold pickle foul foot! Go pickle foul foot! Go, go, go!
On the left side of the screen, barely clapping.
So, like, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.